Hey everybody, it's Crappy the Craftsman here, Regression Obsession. Welcome to the channel. I would like to thank everybody. We hit 1,000 subscribers. I am pretty happy. A little less than a year. I started in May, around the 1st of May, and here we are middle of March, and hit the 1,000. I'm pretty dang happy with that. And I even took a month or so off, probably a little more than a month in between there, or I think we would have hit it a little sooner. But anyway, I'm going back to one of my classic strategies. Feed the, not feed the 6 and 8, collects the green. And by collecting the green, I mean collect the green chips. I got 600 bucks here. That's enough for 10 shooters. And what I recommend, you buy in at 600 bucks and you run through 10 shooters and see how much you got on the other side. So what we're banking on is getting at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 good shooters out of 10. And we need a very exceptional one. If you don't, you're going to lose. You're not going to lose it all. Chances of losing it all are very slim. But you just have to see where you pan out after we're done here. All right, pass line. I'm going to play it if I'm the shooter. If I'm sitting around the table and there's 6, 8 people, I only have to play it here and there. I'll put a $10 minimum. We'll say this is a $10 table. This is my favorite $10 table strategy. So here's what I usually would play on the $10 table. All right, let's get a come out roll. And we got a 10 on the end. And we're going to, very simple bet. Dealer, 30 on the 6 and the 8. How many times have you heard that? There we go. All right. So I'll show you how we're going to press it up here. We got a midnight. You got to hit one of them first. There's an 8. 8's going to pay 35 bucks. We're going to collect the green chip. We'll press the 9, $10. Spread out to the 9 there. All right, and we 7'd out. At least we got some of our money back. Starting off in a hole, guys. You'll have that on big jobs like this. All right, here we go. Yo, 11, line winner. 9 is the point. All right, we're going to do 30 on the 6 and the 8. All right, here we go. 9, that's our point. Coming out, our bets will be off on the come outs. Go back to the 9. We need an 8 or 6. We got a 6. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. We're going to collect that green chip. We're going to press that 5 up. All right, we got an 8. We're on the other side. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. We're going to collect that green one. Press up that 9, $10. There's a 4. Not a score. 10 on the end. There is a 9. That's our point. All right, that's going to pay us 14 bucks. I don't have any 1s, so I'll just take it like this. And we're going to drop that on the 10. All right, so now we're on the 10. We're spreading out on there. Here we go, coming out. My bets are off. There's an 8. Here we go. We hit another 8. It's our point. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. We're going to press up that 9 now. 9's got 20 on it. We'll collect that green chip. There's another 8. It's our point. All right, here we go. There's a 5. All right, that 5's got 10 on it. That's going to pay us 14. Since I have some 1s, I'll do it this time. And this time I'll put 15 on the 4. We're all the way across. Started with that 30. Here we go. There's a 6. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. 20 on that 5. Yo, 11. There is an 8. That'll be a point hit. Pay us 35 bucks. Now we're going to have 30 on that 9, and we're collecting that green chip. Collecting the greens. All right, coming out. Bets are off. Going to go back to the 8. See what I mean? You just need these. You get these long shooters like this, you can really do something. There's another 8. We keep hitting that point, don't we? It's 35 bucks. Now we're going on that 9 again, collecting that green chip. We're doing pretty good now. All right, there's a 9. That's our point. Here we go. Yo, 11. 7 out. I had a feeling that was coming. We never got to hit those big numbers we had all pressed up, did we? Still, we're doing fairly well. All right, let's get a come out roll and we will try it again. There's a 5. Dealer, give us 30 on the 6 and the 8. There we go. There we go. We hit an 8 right out of the gate. It's going to pay us 35. Now we're on that 9 and we're collecting that green chip. Snake eyes. There's another 8. It's going to pay us 35. Drop 10 on there. We got 20 on that 9 now. We hit a 4 the hard way. There's a 5. That's our point. We are coming out. Going to go to the 6. All right, here we go. There we go. We hit that 9. 20 on that 9 is going to pay us what? 28. We'll just collect that green chip. Back up them 3 1s. And there is that dang 6 and the 1, the one that says we're done. 7 out. All right. We are coming out. We got a good little pace going with this one. All right, there's a yo 11. Front line winner. There is an 8. We'll go 30 on the 6 and the 8. Here we go. There is a 7 out. 0.7. You're going to have that. We're hanging around for that. Those long shooters. Hopefully you get a couple. If you don't, it ain't going to work. But as you can see, we've gained a little bit of money already. Probably about even. All right, there's an 8. $30 on the 6 and the 8. Let's see if we can't turn a profit here. There's a 6. It's going to pay us 35 bucks. Press up that 5, collect that green chip. There's a 9, that ain't going to help us. There's another 6. Get that green chip. It's going to pay us 35. Collect that green chip. Now we got 20 on the 5. There's a 3. Another 6. We're smoking them 6s. It's going to pay us 35. We're going to press up that 5. So we got 30 on that 5 now. Craps 3. There we go. We hit the 5. What do we got on there? We got 30 on the 5. That'll pay us $42. So what I do here, 25, 30, 40, 2. Keep the 2. Keep the green chip. Add the 15 to the 4. There we go. There's a 6. Building that dang thing up, ain't we? It's going to pay us 35. Collect the green chip. Now we got 40 on here. There's an 8. That's our point. Well, we get to go the other way. Pay us 35. $10 on the 9. Collect the green chip. Coming out, our bets are off. Snake eyes, not going to help us. Snake eyes, double snake eyes. Going to go to that 5. All right, bets are back on. We sure would like to hit that 5, wouldn't we? Now instead, we hit the 7 out. Bam. Well, we got her pressed up good that time, didn't we? All right. We're about halfway through our shooters. Here we go, coming out. There's a 9. 30 on the 6 and the 8. All right, here we go. Craps 3. There we go, there's a 6. Get to collect the green chip. 35 bucks, collect the green. There's an 8, going the other way now. 35 bucks, drop 10 on the 9, collect that green. There we go, there's a 9. That'll pay us 14, I'm gonna take 15. Since I got white chips, drop 1 back. Go on the 10 now. We only collect green chips. And we get stuck with a couple white ones here and there. That was snake eyes in that last one, and that was 7 out. Right when we had her looking pretty too. All right. We are coming out again. I think that was like 6 shooters. Craps 3. Hard way 4. 7 and out. Oh, when I had a point. Oh man, I messed everything up, didn't I? I think I knew that point 7 was coming because we were on the 4. I didn't put my bets up there. I guess when I try to go with these fast paces, I get all messed up. But we're gonna be all right. I'm glad I didn't. I saved money, right? Happened at the table too, like that. All right, coming out. Well, I'll get it straight this time. Go with 11. I must have sensed that 0.7 was coming, huh? We saved 60 bucks on that deal. It wasn't up there. All right, let's see if we can get her going now. Got the 9, that's the point. Coming out. Hard way 10. There's a 9. There's a 7 out. See, it got me anyway. At least we didn't lose 2 of them. All right, we are coming out again. Yeah, this fast pace does kind of mess with me and makes me make mistakes. But like I said in my other videos, I've apologized in advance for any mistakes I make. Some people act like they get mad at me when I make a mistake. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I've only been a dealer for a year and a half-butted dealer at that. All right, here we go. 5 FIVA 5, not gonna help us. 9, so we get the 5 and the 9. We need the 6 and the 8. Come on now. Not the 7 out. Oh. All right, we got enough for 2 more shooters. We really have had a big pace on this game, haven't we? There's a 10. If I was setting the dice, we wouldn't even be near. All right, we are looking for a 6 or an 8. We got to get it going here. It looks like we might end up in the negative. There's a 6. It's going to pay us 35. Drop 10 here. Collect that. There we go. We got a 5. It's going to pay us 14. I'll take 15 for 1. Drop 15 on the 4. There's a 9. We're not on that 9 yet. Craps 3. 10 on the end. That's our point. Alright, we are coming out. 7 on the come out. That's where I like to see it. Bets we're off. Craps 3. There is a 6. That is our point. Alright, let's get this going, man. We're almost where we can make some money. Alright, we got a 4 the hard way. 15 on the 4 pays us $27. We're going to collect that. Alright, here we go. Oh, 7 out. Man. Alright, we got enough for one more shooter. And then we will see where we're at. I know we got 500 over here. We started with 6. So let's see what we can do. If we can, we pull a profit out of this. 5. 30 on the 6 and the 8. Shooter number 10 right here. This is the one that's going to decide if we make money or not. And we didn't. 7 out. Alright, this will be pretty easy to count. There's 500 right there. So we got $508. So basically we lost what? 92? Is that correct? Yep, $92. Isn't bad. We had some terrible shooters in there. We played through 10 shooters though. What can you do? Can't win on every one. But that's my typical $10 thing. You've seen when we get it all built up, if you could just get those few more rolls. Another thing you could do too is once you get it all built up, you could start, if I'd have turned my bets off, I had a feeling a couple times. But then you might have rolled out a long roll and not got paid. So it's kind of hard to say. But anyway, this is the collect the green strategy. We collect only the green chips, press up with the red. You get stuck with a few white ones here and there, but you can use them throughout your game. But now we got some money to play something else. Still got money. Alright, y'all, I'm going to have to say it. Dang it. Don't have to say it very often, but crapped out. Thank you all again for watching.